Hey there, and welcome back to another one of our Saturday Shorts. This is going to be the first in a series of Saturday Shorts on how to improve your press. So just some quick videos on things that you might be doing incorrectly or inefficiently in the press and how to fix them. The press is a rather unique exercise. It's got a real long kinetic chain, so all the segments that are involved in your body, your legs are involved, your torso's involved, your shoulder's not a segment, but your arms, so you've got a whole bunch of segments involved. Also, it starts very far away, it starts below your chin, so it starts very far away from your balance point, that being the middle of your foot, and it finishes even farther away from the middle of your foot. So balance plays a big role. It plays a big role in all of the lifts, but it especially plays a big role in the press. And if you've pressed before, you know this. You get a little bit out of the groove of that correct bar path, and it makes things a whole lot more difficult very quickly. And lastly, the way we teach the press with that hip movement, with that hip bounce, there's an explosive component. A little bit explosive. Now, with that explosive component comes the ability to lift more weight, since we're involving the musculature of the hips as well, but with great power comes great responsibility. So again, as soon as we add a little bit of that explosive component, the potential to kind of throw things out of the groove, out of that bar path, becomes apparent a little bit. So, for all these reasons, it's useful to think about the press and things that we can do to improve the press. So after that very long introduction into what's supposed to be a short video, here we go. Let's talk about the timing of the press. This problem especially shows up when people are new, they're learning the press, they've read the book, they've watched the videos, they've done a couple reps correctly, and then suddenly something gets off with the timing. And what happens is, what you have to remember is that the hips should move first. The hips go forward, and then as we bounce back, as the hips bounce back into place off of that nice stretch reflex of our anterior musculature, which is just a fancy way of saying the muscles in our front, like our abs and our quads. The hips reach, they bounce, and then we press. But what will sometimes happen is the lifter will reach with the hips and press at the same time. And it looks really weird, and if you're watching yourself on video, if you watch somebody else do it, you're going to kind of mentally throw up a little bit because you're not really sure maybe what happened, but that's exactly what happened. It should be hips, bounce, press, or simply hips, then press. It shouldn't be hips and press at the exact same time. So how to fix this problem? If you've got your timing wrong, simply cue yourself hips, then press. Or if that cue doesn't work, you can remind yourself that the bar needs to go down first. When the hips reach forward, the bar should go down a little bit. When the hips reach forward, that's not when the bar goes up, and that's the mistake you just made if you're having this problem. So, two solutions: hips, then press, or make the bar go down first. Hope this helps you get stronger and live better, and we'll see you in some future press videos.